I not just November, every month I have an invitation for several congress.
Oh, okay.
And
I was
so,
just going
yeah,
based on LinkedIn.
I have maybe 20 now, more than 20, 30 just this couple of months. And then now this week, or next week, I have 4 congress. I talking about the basically the title now changed to, before the title was always the connection between the unused, inaccessible unconscious mind with mental health, physical health, with parenting, with AI age, whatever. Now it's changed to, updated to innovation on, for example, innovation on medical treatment with the power of the unconscious mind for maybe brain damage, maybe for mental health, maybe for physical health, maybe for cancer, or maybe for AI risk prevention.
Okay.
So unconscious mind is the one control our whole life journey. Unconscious mind, you can see the picture behind me, is 80% of the mind, and which is largely inaccessible, which Sigmund Freud already said that hundreds years ago. This is why globally, everyone try to get rid of the stress, worry in the whole life journey, but no solution. This is why billionaires, celebrities, they, regarding how successful they could be in their career, wealth, social position, at the end, have a miserable ending. Because the unconscious mind control our consciousness, our learning, 10%, control our emotion. And the human beings are driven by the emotion, right? And the emotion is the energy dynamic, is changing according to our source, according to the environment. Because it's controlled and manipulated by the unconscious mind. And this unconscious mind is inaccessible because we are controlled by our DNA. Since our birth, we have the reptilian brain. At the physical part, reptilian brain, worry about the fear, sense of uncertainty, wants to be primal, save ourselves, survival mood. That's all from reptilian brain connected with the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind sending the energy to trigger our behavior, trigger our response to the environment, to ourselves. That's why we struggle from the cradle to the grave. That's the reason. So in order to solve the problem, what we do, we have to target this one. But how to target? We need to target how the unconscious mind target us. Unconscious mind target the consciousness, target our emotion, target the whole body. So the connective suffering build up what? Earth's misery. This is why you can see COVID-19. Most people suffer. And then most people who normally saw they're a good person, they love to help others, and now you can see they lost the sense of loving others, helping others, because everyone in the survival mood, right? And the nice people can be suddenly get angry for no reason. Just to put their emotion in it. They're the victim. I discovered this, problem, since my birth. And I practice every day. And when I was reached the age 6, I already get the formula and working on myself to get rid of the tension, whatever, my parents try to dump to me, and what I saw in the environment, because I follow my doctor parents to their daily routine. So every day I saw death. Newborn baby, beautiful, have 2 years on the face and born dead. That's freaking me out. Then I see all the poor, the powerful, the vulnerable, the rich all suffer the same way. Then I started wondering, why am I here? Life is not appealing. If life is like this, they're already adults. I don't want to grow up and struggle a couple of decades and still suffering. I think that life like that is not make sense to me. I don't want a life like that. I want a life every millions on earth counts, and I want to generate assets. I don't want to lose. But you can see most people in the whole life journey, they lose everything anyhow.
Mhm.
So the journey of success is a journey of emotional feeling, I'm successful. But what happens after retired from the business, from your job, you look around, the people forgot you. Can you see that? Your children far away. They getting older, get the dementia, as many have disease, then dying, then not sure where to die, where to go, where heading to. So humans' life experience are so ridiculous. From the beginning, we don't know where we come from, why we are doing what we are doing. Then we carry all the baggage, heavy burden, fighting to each other, argue with each other. Oh, when we feel good, we love each other. Then we feel bad, we step on each other. Doesn't make sense. Then at the end, leave. Oh, no clue where I'm going. If any God were going to help me, save me. Human beings are so intelligent, so-called so intelligent, but have no clue what trigger, what control their whole life journey. Yeah, we sometimes we complain because of government not good. We find the government, but remember, all government officials, they all have reputation. They are all control. They are all victim.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find what's inside ourselves. That's exactly where I come from, and I'm currently in the process to deliver my stage show, one woman stage show, 90 minutes, and also my documentary film and drama film based on my biography.
Okay.
So I need to share all my discovery, my my life experience, my research, and also case study, so people will wake up. Then you can, so many people wake up on spirituality. You know what happened? They suffer the same way. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Then they don't want to be more successful. They say, oh, why I suffer? Because I am too ambitious. I need to detach. But you can see so many people on the spiritual journey, they do not have energy, do not have a passion. And then you can see so many people, oh, meditate. Even Dalai Lama, professional meditator, spent the whole life, 70 years, meditate. He's still saying, admit, he still have his moment. How could it possible we meditate the rest of life, the whole life, 70 years, still have emotion, suffering? Doesn't make sense. Why? Because we are all trapped by this unconscious mind. So I'm the first one, and I'm the only one to release the connection between consciousness and unconsciousness. Because in order to have the secret, hold the secret, make it tangible, show the world, you have to go through this process, testing everything, and you survive. But most people who also want to work on that, still struggling, couldn't survive. Why? Because there's so many traps and danger. There are so many people also, because of meditation, they get a schizophrenia, mental health issue.
Mm-hmm.
You never heard people talk about it in public. I'm going to have all that in my book. The hard copy book will be ready in a couple of months. I believe in beginning of the next year should be ready, but I think should be earlier than that. But digital version currently is only for my paid clients.
Okay, cool. Very interesting. Thank you for sharing that with me. So I actually am looking at the books behind you, and I know
Yeah.
that one of the ones that you have there, there was a quote in one of your YouTube videos that you had mentioned the phoenix rising from the ashes. What does that quote mean to you? What does that represent to you?
Okay. You know what phoenix rising from the ashes means.
Yes.
I'm talking about the ashes of the unconscious mind. Unconscious mind is the energies unknown,
Mhm.
fear. Yeah, when people have some dream, awful dream, they already get scared. When they see the dark energy, they get scared. When they heard about AI risk or aliens, they get scared, right? When they heard, conspiracy, all these all get scared. And the fear is the food of dark energy.
Mm.
But point is, reptilian brain set up in as a default is, oh, so dangerous, fear, we need escape. And why people fight with each other, why people step on each other in business, career, personal life, or in politics, even couples, they fight. You know, why couples fight with each other? They can love each other, then if not right, they fight. Why? Because they always want the other person follow what they want, how they want.
Mm-hmm.
Selfishness. This is embedded in the reptilian brain DNA. So for me, what I did is, okay, that's darkness, energy, whatever, I know it. I know if I escape, this will chase me forever, infinitely. I don't like that feeling. Okay, so what I do, I turn around, I face it, push it, and smash it. Then if I see something curious, unknown, darkness there, yeah, and they try to freaking me out all this, I go further. I'm going to eat it, consume it, be transmuted into light. That's what I'm going to tell. Yeah, put like this. And also several misconceptions about how people think about life. People normally think we need to have the balance, job balance, business balance, and the life balance, right? This is wrong. Wrong. Put like this, think logically. +1 -1 equals what? Zero. That means you balance, means you hold nothing, just zero. Yeah, you feel cool at the moment, but then you have nothing left, no mind power to go to another level. This is why people who can manage their mindset and can woke up at midnight because what? Because of panic attack. You are exhausted, your consciousness is not working anymore. How you can keep a balance? You keep a balance, you need your consciousness, right? Think logically. But the unconscious is working on us 24/7, unlimited dimension. Balance doesn't work. So every thought, every day, every reaction we work on in daily performance, we need be able to earn something. What is this thing? This should be the power, the light. When you generate the lights like a coin, so we can use this light to protect our body. Then whenever we live in this life, we are with the light. We talk about the God, yeah? God is the light. If you don't have light in yourself, how God can connect with you? Like with like.
Right.
Does that make sense? And
yeah.
Also I Ching yin yang means balance. But you can see I Ching is energy moving. Balance is temporary. They always move around, either positive more, negative less, or negative more or positive less. So what I teach, hacking the hack, you make sure you have the power. You can only generate power by what? Yes, big love. But point is, when we are controlled by the unconscious mind, we cannot have the big love. We can see we have it, but our emotion do not connect with that because our emotion is trapped by the environment. Can you see that? But if we understand how to working on this, it's automatic. We have the light. We have the big love. This is a technique. That's why you see so many people talking about gratitude. Yes, they can say, I feel thankful, I feel gratitude. But then when they're working in their business career life, what they do are not, you don't see the bliss, you don't see the gratitude. That's it.
Right.
That's why so many successful people balance. At the end, suddenly trapped and lost the balance. The mind is raped. It doesn't work.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Yes, I am really intrigued on your books behind you. And you also have The Hacking the Hacker, which has been all over the media, from NBC News, from Herald, ESPN, Wall Street Journal, as well as, is it The Path to Liberty?
Path to Liberty, that's my website. It's not a pathway to liberty, it's Path to Liberty. I take you to different level of freedom. Your mind's freedom. Your freedom is not from outside. It's not from government. It's you. And you look at the human's history. So many people fight for their freedom. Yeah? You know what happens in them? They all have a severe pain inside the physical body. Mentally, they're strong, but they're angry. As long as we have anger, jealousy, fear, anger towards something, not fair, this government not fair, we need revenge. The anger is dark energy.
Mm-hmm.
Not because your cause is good and you are doing for your people, and the anger is dark energy. And that's a trap.
Mm.
And most people misunderstood it. Yeah, you can say you are doing the right thing. You are doing the right thing for this type of people, this community. But the other community have different interest, right? They think you are doing wrong. The who is right, who is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I want everyone to draw back to yourself. If you feel the belief in you, that's right. Because only when beliefs come to you, you are the winner of your whole life journey. Otherwise, sooner or later, will be taken because you live in the fear.
Exactly. Now, can I ask some some personal questions? I guess the questions that I sent over to you, and then we can jump into.
Yeah, let me show you something. Yes, you ask a question. I know what you were going to ask, so I will show you something. Yeah, continue.
So tell me a bit about where you grew up and what was important to you back then.
Okay, I would like to see this way. I grew up in China in this life. I want to mention this. This will be in my book. Most people think we only have one life. I took people to time travel. Some people do not have past life on Earth, but many have. I have my past life on Earth.
I have as well. 13,
Yeah,
I believe.
and in this life, I born in China, but I originally came from London. So every reincarnation, I move towards Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then in this life, I'm trapped to born in my victim's family. And at the time when I born, not because of karma, I just want to be the human. But in my mind, I still remember I'm a general. I need to come back to as a general. When I come out, holy shit, I'm not a general. I'm controlled. So I was abused physically, emotionally, mentally every day. My mom tried to drown me to death at my birth. So this is why I want to wake people up to know the truth behind our life journey. Not too late, not make the same mistake I make. Every reincarnation, my social position go down, my wealth go down, but I still feel cool until this life. And this life, I was even homeless. And you can see so many successful people, they say how cool they are. I had the same feeling all my reincarnation. So I can foresee what will happen in their life. And in this life, yeah, when I have been to the hell several times. I didn't even know that's a hell. I didn't know. And then I later on, check the Bible, check the Sutta. Oh my God, I've been there. I remember the time I want to get out, I couldn't. People don't know. And many of my past life, I think I kill people is all right because I'm in the position they do wrong, of course, kill. It's not about karma. It's about the ecosystem working on us. Ecosystem, yeah, in religion, they say the karma. But if we stuck in the religion, we all religion basically sell the one message. Nothing wrong with that. We need this, yeah. But if you do not want to be the victim, you want to free your consciousness to unlimited level. You look at people who follow. How many people who follow different religion are really in good health condition, have no emotional suffering? You don't see any of it. Because all religions say one thing: if you don't right, you will be punished. Go to hell.
Right.
Yeah, but the fear. I'll show you this book. Okay, this is a book from Napoleon Hill. I think everyone can see it. From Napoleon Hill, it's called Outwitting the Devil. So you go to my website, passtoliberty.com, check the footy. Yeah, you will see the blog. You type the words "outwitting the devil" or Napoleon Hill. You should find this book, free download. I pick up some quotes from different page because most people who love money, love to be successful, all love Napoleon Hill's all book. definitely they read this, Stephen Jobs, but all of them got wrong. Why? Because their mind put like this. This book is an interview between the author and the interviewee, controller, who control the human being. But in the book is mentioned the interviewee who control human being, they put a name as a devil. I don't want to use the word devil, I use the word ecosystem. Universe is an ecosystem. Like we human being slaughter the cow, pig, kill other animals. We think we are superior, but in the ecosystem, we are the same thing, just different species. Yeah, I want to read you here. Number one quote, page 60. I don't cause the misery of the earth. On the other hand, I boost it. Can you see that? Now you understand better where this COVID-19 come from. If we try to blame each other, different countries, cannot solve the problem. The problem is in our own unconscious mind. And then number two, I mainly move in and occupy the unused space. This is a fake, statement. Mm-hmm. This unused space actually is unconscious mind. The reason we cannot use it because it's controlled to be inaccessible, connected with the reptilian brain. Can you see how sneaky this ecosystem is? Number three, I add to my power by preparing the mind power of the earthbound when they come through the gate at the time of death. That means if we cannot generate assets, breathing, feeling, energy, we will definitely taken. That's it, no chance. Number four, I am constantly at work preparing the mind of people before their death. Can you see that? That means they work 24/7. They will not have a holiday. They will not say, oh, it's out of working time. I will not manipulate your mind. You know what I mean? So which means we need to have an ability to working on our unconscious mind 24/7, non-stop. Like we breathe when we swing, when we breathe when we have a meeting, we breathe when we are interviewed, right? And we breathe when we are busy kissing. So we need to have ability hacking it 24/7. Let make it nature. How to do it? Just open different perception, an infinite perception. But then people on the spiritual journey, they try to open the perception. What happens? They become like a woo stuff, detached from the real world, then connected with the what is called maybe like a ghost or whatever. Doesn't really build up their energy and power. They're all trapped to different directions. And then you can see number five. That's important. Number five, 98 out of 100 people basically will be taken. I share with you. When I reincarnate all different lives, I have higher position. I was the 2%. But 2% is a random. Depends on how the universe is working on. But this life, I'm dumped. I'm not to them. I'm useless. Can you see that? I'm dumped by the energy. That's why I'm checking why my life like this. Because I remember I have so much power, so that's exactly why I won't solve this problem forever. You see, number 6, quote, page 85. I cause people to allow me do their thinking. Can you see that? Why? Because they control the 80%. They use the 80% to manipulate your another 20%, consciousness and emotion. You think you control your mind, you are the boss, you make all the decision, but you addicted with alcohol, you suddenly, get angry. You think you control your destiny. No. The ego system make you feel good because you're successful, you think you're right. You think the emotion or this issue is minor, it's not a problem. It's a problem. As long as we don't have a bliss feeling at the time when we leave the body, that's a big problem. What happens? How our next journey will be? Our next journey will be connected with our emotion. If we have angry, fear, depressed, how we can be with God? Impossible. With God, I mean real God, is a bliss, is a light. So we have to get rid of all these kind of emotion. And the lights is the one can cover all emotion and transmute all the emotion into the light. This is the only chance we can survive. Number 7, you can see the number 7. I take over their mind body even before they die. Whenever I can ruin them or frighten them into hypnotic reason. Most of us live in the hypnotic reason. What is meditation? What is the law of attraction? What is the manifestation? Healing. So many people use the healing, Reiki, whatever. It's not their energy. It's energy from the universe, but universe is full of the rubbish energy. We need to have a skill to identify what energy is right or wrong. But the real right energy is a bliss feeling. That cannot come from anyone else, from yourself. That's how you can survive. That's how you can boost your immune system. I invested a half century on this. I'm 50. I'm exactly 50. I invest a half century on this because I don't want to be the victim anymore. And I have so many people told me, Angela, you need to share this to the world. And I'm here share with you. So through your podcast. So I'm also waiting for the right humanitarian events organizer who are looking for me to help the world to be a better place. I will happy to contribute, to share the technique and talk and help people understand you wake up in the right way. Right way is inside yourself. It's not to wake up against government because everyone is a victim. So I will charge zero money. I will not charge any cents. But all the money raised will send to different organizations or different causes like global issues. I'm living on my mission. I'm a global peace ambassador. I see people are suffering and people, all intelligent people, we are trying to be intelligent, be successful. But the other side, we are so naive. We think we are control our whole life journey, but we are not. We are controlled without knowing we are controlled. We feel okay, that's human's nature. We have the moment. Yes, that's human nature that try to knock us down, take over us. Can you see here? Those who control and use their own mind escape my web. I get all the others as naturally as the sun sets in the west, page 123. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
What is the own mind? That's unconscious mind. If you ask why human beings suffering, because it's designed like a coin. Human beings experience like a coin, so two sides of the coin. Mm-hmm. You want to enjoy party, you want to enjoy the human makeup, go to party, go to events, go to holiday. Yeah, you have to buy the package, which is suffering, cancer, suicide, fight, war, terrorist. But if you don't want to be the victim of it, you have to learn how to hack in it. Because that's the only way to do it. Balance doesn't work. Balance means zero. At the end, nothing left. And also reincarnation. And if you sign up on my website, pathtoLiberty.com, there are over 30 training videos. I break it down. Physical health, emotional health, AI, pharmaceutical, personal life. I have so many different questions, over 30 free training videos. I also give example why there's so many successful people, president reincarnated. Sri Lanka, number 3, president in Sri Lanka reincarnated in a poor family. And the Taiwan singer, Queen singer, every Asian know her. She reincarnated in a Thailand in a poor family. And she was the girlfriend of Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is still alive. He definitely heard her story. But nobody come to support her. Let her struggle. Try to get her future. And her family who inherited her money. Mm-hmm. Because people don't understand. They are not sure it's true or not true. How to identify is it true, how they handle it. Oh, should I give all her assets back? People's mind is no, that's mine. Can you see that?
Mhm.
That's why I want to wake people up. If you don't want to continue make a mistake like I made, and also all these examples, wake up to really settle down everything now in this life and for your infinite potential, wealth, and success. And then also Macau, in the Macau typhoon, billionaire, he died freaking out, don't know where he will go after that. So when we die, freaking out, so scared, of course we are not with the lights. And he invested over 1 billion Hong Kong dollars, try to live longer, use some ritual. You know,
Wow.
they all desperate, they want to save it, but all go the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And also after 80, he lost all his assets. He was powerless. He ended up did a YouTube video. You can find a YouTube video on that, saying he's robbed by his beloved children. Why? Yes, you are powerful, everyone follow you, but when you're getting old, all those people loyal to you, they either died or dying, they're out of position, and young generation will not support you because they don't see their future with you, right? You're dying. Because this is the human nature. Human nature is a selfishness. If controlled by the reptilian brain. The only way we can survive and help ourselves and help others. When we help others, we rise by helping others. We go to another dimension. The only way to do it is to hacking the hidden, controller of our whole life journey. That's the energy. Then maybe some people think, oh, energy. They think maybe something, energy is not the right word. I share with you the right words. Einstein said everything is energy. There is no matter. Matter is just a special form of energy with lower vibration. Wake up, understand. And we need to align all this energy, physical body energy, your conscious energy, your subconscious energy into one energy power and transmute it into light. That's the only way to survive. That's why I said phoenix from the ash of the unconscious mind.
Wow. Yeah, thank you so much for that. This is very, very mind-opening, pun intended, right? So you are called the Mind Power Lady, not the typical mindset coach. On your website, you are able to provide a bridge for people that struggle with a handful of things like their career, their emotional health, parent-child relationships, and aging and death, like you've mentioned. Now, how can the listeners contact you for, I believe you have a free training as well on your website, or any other things that they like to reach out to you in regards to your books? How are they able to reach out to you if they're wanting to do that?
Yeah, I will answer your question, but before that, I would like to clarify one thing.
Mm-hmm.
When people talk about mindset, what's the mindset? Mindset comes connected with consciousness. And consciousness is controlled by the 80% of the unconsciousness. So regardless of what kind of mindset you master, you're working on, at the end, you will be the victim anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
Waste the effort. Waste the effort. Doesn't matter how much effort you're working on system, ecosystem just laugh. Yeah, I want you to feel cool. They think you are on the right track or on the right direction. At the end, you are in my hands,
Mm-hmm.
no escape. So I want to wake up everyone who really want to be the warrior, who are the warrior. Be the warrior in the right way. Good for yourself and good for everyone, good for the universe.
Right.
That's it. That's the only way. So the more we are ambitious, what I teach people is the more you are ambitious, you use the ambition. Yeah? And as a power, that's what I teach hacking the hacker. Use the power to be more successful. And also you are able to help anyone, even people you don't know, about the energy. Then you are the source of the light. When you are the source of light, it's good for you, good for everyone, good for the universe. So where the peace, global peace come from? Global peace come from each individual's unconscious mind, your ability to protect your unconscious mind, protect your whole body. Yeah, as I already mentioned, I have over 30 free training videos on the website path2liberty.com. If you really want to change your life, yeah, and you don't want to wait my book, you wait half a year, something maybe tomorrow happen to you because you are controlled. Yeah, and then of course, for reading the book is good, but you don't know what happens because you're controlled your mind. Yeah, and then when you come to me, I have an option like 3 hours with me, save you 30 years, at least 30 years effort, maybe lifetime effort. Yeah. Then when you with me, I do the tailored training, coaching, identify. My job, I'm a mind technician. I help you to identify the dots, the loopholes, energy loophole between all different dots, and help you to join all the dots to a big pieces for your whole life journey. That's 3 hours consultation. Then after that, you and me can talk about if you want to learn this skill. I teach this skill. I release this skill. That's it. And when people come, my annual relationship, annual membership, people don't only need to do the appointment. Every day they practice in their business. It's not the meditation. My clients who working on hacking the hacker, no need meditation. You spend 2 hours meditation, you waste 2 hours. Am I right? You can do anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wasting time. So you can see people spend the whole life working on meditation, mind rewinding, wasting time. You can do it if you want control, being controlled in the prison of your matrix. If you don't want, you don't need to. You just need to use your mind, ambition, be more ambitious. And I teach you how to be ambitious, yeah, and be more successful, still go to the heaven. Because you have the belief, I teach you how to transmute the energy to the light. You are already in heaven. Earthly heaven is inside you. If you cannot be in the heaven, earthly heaven inside you, how you can be in heaven after you leave this body? Because you have nothing connect with that. Does it make sense?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I teach. Yeah, take the advantage of the 33 training video.
Mm-hmm.
Wondering, thinking doesn't change your life. Action taker have a chance to make a difference in their destiny. Does it make sense?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much. So again, to find you would be through path2liberty.com. And this is such an eye-opening experience, and it's been an honor to have you here. Dr. Angela Wilson, thank you so much. Now, did you have anything else that you'd like to share with listeners, or you think we're good?
Yeah, I think maybe I would like to give one quote. That's my quote.
Sure. Yes, please.
Let's spread love. Make it more contagious than coronavirus. Yes, we are oneness. Only we understand how to transmute the energy into the light. The more you understand, the more you will know getting angry. As long as you have an emotion getting angry, pissed off, feel stressed, annoyed, all this kind of thing, that's not a lies. That's not oneness. But only when we are able to understand how this oneness works, we are unbeatable. We are in the infinite success journey. I love you all.
Yes, thank you so much again.